Okay, now we are going to configure RAID 10 with horsepower on Huawei server, which is RH2288 V3 model. So we have rebooted our server. So here we will press Control C. It depends on you are booting your server BIOS from a legacy or a UEF. So it depends on if you select in BIOS setting, so legacy device. So you have to compress Control plus C. So you see, please wait, looking invoking SAS configuration. So RH2288 server has the built-in read card SAS 2308. So it's loading its BIOS read controller settings. So here LSI SAS 2308, it's a RAID controller setting. We are in a RAID setting. Here we are clicking RAID properties. You see there is no any other RAID before it, and there is no logical volume. Now we have 5 hard drives. Okay. So this is a SAS 2308. It's a RAID controller setting controller, and we have RAID properties. First we will configure our RAID 10 when the RAID initialized, and then we will make create one hard disk for horsepower. So two RS SAS 2308 control card support, and the RH2288 server support only 2 horsepower. This server model, Huawei model. So here we will use our 4CK testing RAID disk drive status. If there is any drive failure, so it will show here in a pred fail. So disk drive should be on same size. Every disk is in a 600 GB. So we have select 40123 index drive for RAID 10. So the total size will be 1.088 TB. Create C, press C, it will create the volume. So save changes, then exit this menu. So it's now the RAID controller creating the RAID volume. The initialize process of a RAID may take enough quite handsome time to initiate the volume. Depends on the number of disks that you are using. So the RAID volume is created now. So we will view our existing volume here. So here we can see 4 drives are selected for RAID 10. One drive is spare that will be used for horsepower. So we are in a manage volume. All drive status are okay. So you can see task 0% initialize. Now the RAID is being initialized, and it depends on the number of disks that you have used in your RAID. So how much time it will take. So maybe it will take 6 to 7 hours, maybe a complete day, depends on the number of disks and the size. So initialization process is long as compared to Dell and IBM. In Dell, we normally initialize the disk with less than, I think, 4 to 5 minutes, or may take 2 or 3 minutes. But Huawei servers take a long time to initialize. See, the index in array drive number 4 is not in a hot pair, so we will choose it at hot pair. So the hot pair is being selected from a manage volumes. Okay. Save changes, exit this menu. Creating RAID volume hot pair. You see manage hot pairs. So drive status is hot pair. It is this drive is not in a RAID disk, and it is in a hot pair. So 0% initialize. The initialization process is in continue in the background, and we have created our hot pair. So this is a RH2288 V3 Huawei server. This RAID card 230, it's only support RAID 1, 10 and 10E. It does not support RAID 5 and 6. So if you want to configure the RAID 5 or 6, you have to change the RAID controller card SAS 3108. So now the settings have been done, and would depend on the initialize time. So when the initialization time is completed, the 0% still is initialized. It will take much time. I think it takes more than 1 day to initialize a 4 disk in an array of 600 GB. So 1% initialized. So when it is complete, the RAID will be created with one hot pair. So when there is a fault in any disk of the RAID 10, the hot spare disk will be used as in an array of RAID 10, and this server only support 2 hot spare. If there is a fault in any disk of a RAID, so if your RAID is disturbed, so any disk will become a faulty. So then it will take the hot spare drive in its array, and it will activate the volume, or you may see a rebuild the RAID setting, and all the data will be remain same on disk. This is all. Thank you so much.